Via official pass or Mamo Aquaba and about Cstv News at 24 as so Renaso say in summer a treble or my mo or my hodoson. Yade Ebadaimo say Cassian and Samuno, young shady, a semo for penny as semo prodigy yade ever some more. Make us say a buffalo if you a war a day at 2 a jar which say, say Yantra or my penny, the brow would be our congress. And yes, I did a manual SM. Alpha make us say so a tour. It's me on my bomb, Humadin. And I just say a shaya hoodwa. I'm going to crack page my senior day. I would be a moving so. It's me a calling. Danny Denny na you poor way and also I see I de Cassia so a day as some more Cyrus Dream Jewelries, Amstel Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing, Rema Ocean Agency, KS Raffines Co Limited, Silla Suites Home Brown, Nap Apartment Hotel, and now so Crystal Direct Pet Shop. My enda young Simambra. Meda see dear me just so mame ama bafua okoya be feed 10 times on Facebook no Cstv G8 so and na YouTube so okoha adoma na wo honom no bo so se ne be ya ebeje kenkan na bibia so ayede ebeto so weni ananse wo sa ebeka bie na wetimi ahye so ede amayen na ye hye yensem no asia yede yeni ebekwa akokyere mu ewo menhia South na mrahwe bidwani a wowo menhia South yewura nana ajay bafo ewua eden sama tudwa wo kyere bu se inde wo hwe Ghana ya mamra chese yedi edi djuma ewo oman mu afiapem ahankron ni ediokron mienu 1992 constitution no ase isakraye abemu na se ebase ye ma omanpeni enko ne prince aso a omanpeni nankasa ana chese obegina anase obesi gina esie do se ono ebekọ na wode atu edwa wo kyere se omanpeni ahodo a anase amampeni ahodo a waba betina kongwa so no nyayanka obetina so akosi ewieye enti se ya abai amampeni kra age atumu se enya ade se obekọ ne prince eso na mom no wo hwe nim se bibi biara chese yede esi yeni so anase ye no so ebetimi akoni Afenso imani Africa penin abedi etire awoda no Kofi Bento enso de nsem ababetu edwa wo tire wo se ye ma omanpeni dibra na se emra otimi etna akongwa so no ye fanko ne prince eso no ase saade no ye de ma omanpeni John Dramani ma even impo no omanpeni John Dramani Mahama impo de nanu disamatu edwa se onko ne prince eso na se sa esia ansha na amamuo no eno so ebetimi edijapa.
He's going to take a position because he wants to create a dam. He wants to block off something from becoming, too big. All right? And I appreciate his point. But the reason why he has to use that level of force is because he appreciates the nature of the sentiment and how strong it is. Okay? People like Ediji and Co will tell you that, President Mahama himself has said that he will not, do this. Let me tell you something.
But the matter has been put to rest.
Yes, he said that's why I'm coming to the next point. When it comes to third terms, everywhere in the world except Donald Trump, every president will say, I'm not going to go for it. Check. Recently, Mamadi Doumbouya, Guinea, he overthrew a president and vowed to his people that he will not run for president. Guess what happened? He resigned, ran for president, then, sacked other people, and then he got like 90% of the vote or so. Okay, this is the normal. You see, history is important. It's very important. So when you check the history of these things, even Kagame, who everybody expected was going to run for a third term, never really seated on that till the very last minute. So the point I'm making is this: one, that argument, that issue, that proposition, that debate is not over in NDC. There are people who are vowing. In fact, one of them told me that as long as there is a pathway within the law,
but
listen,
I see. Conclude.
as long as there is a pathway within the law for a president to run for a third term, they will do it. What it meant is that if you can amend the constitution for a president to run for a third term, then they will
A pass.
So that's what I'm explaining. It says as long as. So question, is there a path? Yes. The path is an amendment of the constitution. An amendment of the constitution is not impossible when NDC has an overriding majority. Today, let me tell you something. The only person who can kill this matter is President Mahama. And unfortunately, I'm saying that even what he says now, except for the fact that I trust him as a person, his utterances now, given history, cannot be taken too serious because everyone comes and says no. If today, behind the scenes, President Mahama sets in place a system to have the constitution amended, they have what it takes to amend it. So to the extent that there are some people in NDC who are saying today that if there is a pathway to a third term, then they will attempt it. Trust me, that conversation is not over. So what we all have to do, Prof, you are here, is to send that subtle, and I say subtle because you can't force him, message to the president and also to NDC that look, Ghanaians have become very politically sophisticated. We have in 30 years become a mature democracy, which happens after many, many years. But in Ghana, we've become very mature. Let me give you an example. MPP used to have what they call, I don't want to use.
Now, when you say, "Oh my mu, ye boy, who modern pass, from a good day to a year to our my moon, so a bebra, I say no penny back what a bar in Central Ejuma or born a home modern pan a womb, a Erastus, a sorry donko. And then same out to draw watcher will say, from a good day to a air cosono, a ma a church phobia, yeah, what you would see at one crano, a move to a from a good day, our honey sally to what the others were at 2 penny for any say one share, Nasa, no so at 2 intra.
That's Eddie, we have a more quadrennial celebration, almost the account. Eh, Nemo, ye quite nimno. Mimi Gidi is a union, and our Ghana, and Nina, or more Chafaka, see a power galamsey, I you to know. 2024 year quite elections, no. Omkaka, who go more, Omama, Omano, a bad Germano. Ye drew baby and Carbine Credit declare state of emergency. Now, so drew baby will be our train who free more pet and a fade, Sajagum, and ne a cosso. Say unions in Nina, common one boom, GME, Nagrat, Consent, Nat, and Nomne, TUC, Nomnia, the idea and common one boom, and for one to Mubia, a Becca Crano, Bacasia kind, near my bedjins.
Na a church for in Cabon cool a nut, and now penny power than nut, and no a Reverend Isaac Owusu Eden Sema to Jack. I will train with an annual that Obekaya, if seeing be able a nature training, and also a wholesome echoe bubuja. Now, our brother deal will not fish die at also edunu at 9 hour the SHS so our UPSA and not just opening a day to a dresser. As I near air coso, it was your pong, I would one, and ya dear so
a recent example is the shooting incident that occurred in the Garu district of the Upper East region. Your Excellency, the late Yahya Bukari was a teacher and a NAT member who was a district treasurer of the good people of Garu district and was shot dead in line of duty. Your Excellency, but for the intervention of this teacher, a lot of school children would have been killed. Because when these unknown men were shooting, the children were break time and they were playing. So this innocent teacher rallied the children to get into the classroom, and unfortunately, he died this peaceful death. But until today, we have not heard anything from the employer. Your Excellency, with the greatest of respect, we have all the 16 regions, their representative here. If for nothing at all, this one Yaya Bukari left a wife and 4 children. He died in line of duty. Today, let's break protocol and make a declaration when it gets your time.
Now, Reverend Isaac Owusu Ekasawiye Etre and Ghana man penny John Dramani Mahama and so Ejina Simpie Sone Apaswa. Watch Remo say, in some matches opening Ake, I dare say was some name or besho on in a buying or bet me about whom they pa. Senior Bayania air so it was upon a hold one at so a betrapa.
And a safe and secure working environment is a must. Indeed, I saw that video of I think it was a maths teacher being beaten because when he was invigilating, he refused to allow our children to cheat. And they had a sense of entitlement. And so why did you not allow us to cheat? And the unfortunate thing is that the matter went to the police station, and the parents of the students went to the police, and they said they settled the matter amicably. I mean, how is that? This is assault, it's criminal, you know. But when we inquired, the police also said, I think the teacher was compensated, so he didn't want to press charges anymore. But I said, at least the children should have been booked, they should have been taken through the legal process, and at least, if nothing at all, they should have been bonded to be of good behavior for a period of time. And then we'll believe that justice has been done. But just for parents to come and, you know, pay a little compensation, it will encourage others to do the same. You know, and so as for assaults on teachers, I am with you 100%. We will deal with it.
Now, AS Ajumedia, so our UPSA, and I'm penny John Dramani Mahama. As also a day at so a jar, which was an up by a cradle pa, say a single spine pay, Jumedia Natchez, say abandoned, I know at a buyer, and they any hope a biono was I at a bassany bear. 1 hour call a home GM almost sick a sense so a bit see me a demona face so. Or is it was a buying a day a mawano, what they ever moan.
I remember that the single spine was introduced by the President Kufuor government. Negotiations are taking place, and it had not been concluded when Professor Mills won, and I came in as his vice president. And just before the Kufuor administration left office, they threw a lump sum increment and dumped the single spine on us. But Comrade Joshua and all his colleagues, Professor Bai and all of Dr. Bai and all of them, decided that they said, no, we're not going to accept it. We'll negotiate with the new government. And so it took quite a while for the negotiations to take place. But eventually, we managed to get a spine that was working. It was not exactly straight, a bit crooked, but at least everybody got something. The spine is very crooked now, and everybody is unhappy. Everybody is unhappy with the spine. And so, of course, TUC raised it with us and asked if we could look at the whole salary structure again. And I can say that we're very willing to do that so that we're able to remunerate people better so that they can give off their best in terms of what we ask them to do.
Afe mayen to fa enko asante mantem na yenjiremu ewo swami macro ense meka say dia akwenhye bi esi amachese trailer ehyen akese ni binu ne registration number GT-1963-13 akwa akotri afa fidie titafo bi abranti achese wenye mfihia no eduonu ameka say dia kanana na watwa nananum ewo ensiedo na impenifo echiremu a ade se na trailer yi odi mika tenten a okada rider yi so eba odi ekotwe de so impempe a yakasa ide wode no akwa akopie mu ewo ayaresabia na womu chiremu dia akwan a chese wo honom no atete akwansam pa ye ne salinti na chese ema akwanhia no etimi esiye
amna da zin o mo dia homa be fa ha no mo twa kwan ni mo twa kwan o ma nya won hwi bi no mo gya da amna da ho sa aja simasi ansana o ma ba hwe de aye hu bi so nti se ka se ne ba na so mo di spirit ha o ti bom o bom a ti to no kra de e fa ba bi so nti be se e me se odu ha se no no slow down na mo tu ran se na mchen na ayi no hoop na de e so na tell us mo to no kra ngura but fini pa ne ko de go da se di samre be so mo ke no me ni na ahanu se da ho kama kama because ka se nyina e fa ha se e kwan susha so ka se nyina fa na ma se be twam na ga tukwan ni ma se nye
station I am TTD apa station for omoye charge office for so apa be ho bibia boja kititai ansa no mutimi yi body no omotimi yi body na omode ko enti e be sre municipal penifo transport and chief executive and penifo a mo hwe road so say amrana etuda ho no de o mbe hwe say e bra no bia no mo ni beba ho no mo de enetie e baba kata so na de asundue aba
na se me ka se abrante bia wenya mfihia no eduasa miesa edi aye de efre no Godwin Adiloro ade se me ka se de wato nananom ewo ensiedo nyina ne se oni ni nua bema ekọ bia ya chese omubu ensa omukotwitwa bia chese wo eba na mentimi ho ase bi ekọ so oni ne nkanchima entema no enam so ema chese ndi ya onka atiasefo ehun sasenwe esi wo apa dentra infifi mantem na nua bema ekire insem ese
my brother called Sport TV. I watched the TWI station 5 on. I go do on OG business back when I was here. And a boy, mine being there back about the tremor and now. Jane so my brother need to see. Or a rasta no so need to see Nana. On also friend is our black. Or friend one buy it. Now, Papa no so car say, oh, a fellow. Na gani feel na okachira so one friend man so okasa no ni so be pen na bibi na o friend so the one na almost started e di do time my brother no e started so e di do time no almost so di do my brother in time you say me say I dey now no enura on by fee na me ka say oh minimo so the one na ba se be to ajani scan kura ni na mi kuta no e be duro na omo kan se omo bo obi agu kwan na no omi ko duro na e brother na
my engineer ara who same way so na yenda yo sima ya ba ye di edwede bo sense so beto aso
Limited. So who per blocks machines ya papa. None bonso assign edda from dia. Any na enwani Answer Company Limited. Your conveyor blocks machines, hydraulic blocks machines, pallets, any blocks machines in one accessories in and nothing so blocks machines are who draw opening in a bin so ewo. To show your chapine in a year. There was Spinters Road 18 Junction. Yani KFC Dino and a dish anymore. Frey, it was 05,240 and I say 0540-725850. Ansel, blocks machines in Papa Efie.
Afe my samo bibia akwa babia da so a ehwe ewia print break ase Cstv so nedu so edwediebo SM na obekaya tema oil refinery wafimpinu ni edu miesa no na chese omudimedi awodi ewo ho no enso eni anase enkoso ewo ho ni sa ni nti ndey wafimpinu ni eduonu enum 2025 ana chese penifo se wodi nsiesie mapa ekoho na na dwumedi a wodi esi wani se wo ye no so ebetimi edimu na impenifo ayade se yetimi ede ayede akade ehyen ahodo ede akoma eto tema oil refinery se won fa endi ejuma na impenifo so ede atu edwa wo kire se sa ayede achese wode aba no eba beboa pa ama chese wodwumedi a wodi so ebetimi edimu na wode asida piesie so ede ama omampani John Dramani Mahama na feso osafo a ohwe nyamkahnia inse eso John Jinapo so wotimi abo homoden ede ayede we ede akoso so obekaya nanu ada insembi ebepie montine nini na efa sami jefi openi a ohwe good board ho essence nna ne se yesisi kabi afa ne sase ande ya meka se osofo ohwe nnuane ne idorode system so Eric Opoko de nsema bambetu edwa wodrebu se sa sika na yese sami jefi afa ne sase no ose ne krabia enim ose wohwe sami jefi a ono kra no se hye ne kra na sebi obeyi ede amount nti eba ne sen ana sika chese wose wu afa ne sa ase no wo kan ehun SMS a na ose sami jefi anya ade se obetimi edi oman yesika de biara da
obi omo ka sami jefi wan asema ya na me hedi na metie sami jefi se obi wan si de obefa bi da me pia vache for sami jefi ne yare ba ko pe oya ehuma brobro so ne yare nyina no otike bukura ne se obi wujo obi stop ka no na ogoze chief yenya bibi ma ho se is hamre no ne go oya that type enti o se e man nipa hu ni se obi okura woni bi o woni bi na oye ni nature no e no na ye dia tena from yenkola abromu ade aya bedru ne be bia ye dia bedru ne enti se sami jamfi pa na on life hu obi a ohu so obi a wi ade o kan kese a oye bi oye dai ohwe ni ye enti se ye hu talent bi sa ma ye mfa tro ja se ye destroy nipa no keke asem bi a ye kana bontin bia no ye ma enya nan evidence a wo ka obi be hu se asma wo kan eye kama eye no kre etisei na nipa ne hu ni asem na oye adwuma bo hwan na se da bi medium board kan na nyamia eye Bank of Ghana and the Bank of Ghana baby Bank of Ghana nkotem no ye fa nkoshe gold ball no big so je na samia diska auto go the boka American you understand this
afi ma yenjina se we so na yembo remo ewo obi man so se me ka se die ye de yeni ebekwa akochire mu ewo Nigeria man no mu na ade se amrobes anase akomkafo ebi etimi ato ahwetimi mfo a wo Niger state a me ka se die emu eduonu etimi ato adananom ewo insiedo na nu ana chese o mampeni owo ho Bola Tinubu ede saba tudwa wo chese ne ya ekoso ewo sabia ye wono entwa kra ne sa ninti no oba be ma bambo mu senso etimi ede hene ewo so obekaya nanu ada eno mampeni Donald Trump ede esebetu edwa se ufri amanhodo so eba US man ma ono no obehwe se ebia inadodo a obeba betena US man mu no sika bia obetwa be se $15,000 and so obetwa ewo ho na indei ode kro fufuro anase countries ahodo so aba beka ho achese nkro ahodo be yese so enso de akonho a o chirebu se eno no wo hwe se odimedi a wodi ena fe so wo bambo mu senso ebetimi obetimi akọ enimpa na aman ebi etise Botswana Central African Republic Guinea ana feso Namibia ana feso Guinea Bissau enso eka ho bia impempa America say so kopie mu ewo US man mu se okwa akwaji wa home ana se okwa akotena ho ndefua eduasa na se ndefua ediokunu a sika ubetwa no eno ana chese me boss so ema $15,000 afe ma yengina nse we so na ya home so ye ba ye de enidedie mu nsem so ebe so mo Bela se me samo bibia akwa babio na wonim se okonfo kwade eba enyum tuwa mu a obo ne homoden pa ye na sentem na yente ne nka na yesusu se ebia woda ayaresa bia chese woje na yarehwe ne ndei eye sister fia eye ne 10th anniversary eye white party a chese wode hihye so ewo koforidua na ade se opini ekopie mu ewo sabia ye wa chese eye ahonkeka chese wode eto enyum ewo sabia won na ye nikapa eye a chese amanfo wona chese ba nenjuma omobu sepa ewo mu no omoso omoni agye ewo sabia yo afe ma yengina nsem we so na yankwaje eye wiemu satra yenso efamra na ina make us say ade se bia ye ebe empuano na feso kwaye ade se ohonum be ye kusu kakra ewo honum na ye se ade se ewianso ebebo na feso no se na ewiamu esi etie no saa so na ebe ye na ye ko ne numremu so ade se insu anase aprana ebe toto ewo bia ya chese ebe empuano na afe okọ tifido mantema senya eye ewiemu satraye esitie no saa pepepe ana ekoso ewie busiafo hase na yede kase ye boaboa no ninano yede ebesi ewa hanmeko we na dani de nina almost so yase yede kase so ede ebesomo amsa block machinery and block manufacturing our sprinters so many KFC and edi enhwe Sarah's Dream Jewelries our Kaneshi Asafo Achi Street Rema Ushering Agency so our Kaswa Ama from KS Rafimes Co Limited our down Suman run about Sweet Tom Brown so our Kaswa Ama from Nap Apartment Hotel our down Suman first day Crystal Direct Pet Shop and so our East Lebanon money American House no ena ebo ehye ase na mde kase ni na edi ebesi midin ene mame ama bafua akra